This show is proudly brought to you by the #Me Network.
This show was first broadcast on Free FM 89.0, Hamilton, New Zealand's community access radio station. For more information on our station and the wide range of programs, visit freefm.org.nz.
And now, #RadioNZ.
/.///////////com.
Welcome to #Radio. I'm Fid McAwesome.
I'm Chris McAwesome.
And I'm V8 Maddie. And today, this show is brought to you by our brand new sponsor, Ubi, Hamilton's only dedicated Apple authorised reseller and service provider, and you can go and visit them at Tiawa.
Welcome to the show, Ubi.
It's good to have them aboard.
Ooh.
It is. And on this week's Uncultured Roundup of social media, web, tech and gaming, we have quite a bit coming up this week. We've got a chat with Pete from Digital Nation.
Ooh, which is next week end.
Next week end.
Yeah, I thought
That's correct.
Yeah.
Just like this weekend, only the next one.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to hear about what you have to look forward to at Digital Nations. Plus, we've got a few other bits and pieces coming up in the show, but we start off the week every week with Chris McAwesome and the news.
And now the news with Chris McAwesome.
Really quick news.
Yay, it's news time.
Woo!
I know. Okay, this week on the news, Verizon has designed a fabric based on tweets during the Fashion Rocks concert.
What do you mean?
Fashion.
Describe this.
Describe the fabric or
Yeah.
the concert?
No. The fabric.
So the tweets influence the pattern and colour of the fabric, with hashtags and words being associated with the colours.
I feel this has been done before.
I think it actually has, but I can't remember where.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it ended up being quite a cool little pattern that came out.
How exciting.
Yeah, so you can actually, if you knew what the words and all that were,
Yeah.
you'd be able to tell what the conversations were about.
Okay.
The fabric. Yeah.
Whole new twist on wearable tech.
Intel. Do you remember those fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be debuting Mica,
Okay.
which
What
is My Intelligent Communication Accessory, which fuses luxury jewellery with wearable tech, featuring semi-precious stones as well as a 1.6-inch sapphire touchscreen. Details on what the actual communications bit will actually be able to do is still yet to be released.
Okay.
But it's going to be blingy.
Blingy, it's actually really pretty. They've got pictures on the net at the moment of the bracelet.
We were having a discussion the other day, we should probably discuss this later in the show, about your opinion on wearable tech.
Yeah, I don't know if we've got enough time for my opinion. Social media users are more charitable than you think. In a recent survey, 51% of respondents heard about goodwill initiatives through social media first. 64% of all respondents had donated $100 or more to charities, compared to 6.5% who gave no money.
Oh.
The remainder, what's left over from that percentage, gave less than $100.
No. That's still a good sum, though.
Yeah, that's quite a huge amount. The most charitable of social media users were, take a guess.
Not New Zealanders.
No,
I don't know.
they were LinkedIn users.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
The professionals.
Yeah, who donated more money and more time into charity events. This is probably due to the fact that LinkedIn users are around 35 years old and plus, and nearly 40% have a household income of $100,000 or more.
Who doesn't, though?
These are probably the same people who have invested in Alibaba, a Chinese e-commerce site that began in Jack Ma's apartment in 1999 and now accounts for 80% of all Chinese online sales. Alibaba debuted on the New York Stock Exchange just before noon at $92.70 per share. And by the close of business, over 271 million shares were traded.
Wow.
And
That's quite an entrance, isn't it?
that's huge. There's been a lot of hype around Alibaba coming up onto the market.
It's got a cool name.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a song to come out about it. Tesla Motors have announced a rolling out of software upgrades, what they call over the air.
Yeah.
Normally, automakers who need to do software upgrades require all car owners to come into dealerships.
Yep.
But not Tesla, who upgrade software remotely. Tesla connects its cars through the 3G network.
Oh, so it's much like upgrading to iOS 8. It's all done over the air.
And the over-the-air upgrades save car owners around $400 to $500 each time.
No, it's not cheap going into your local dealership, is it?
No. The Tesla upgrade's been added as an improvement to navigation and commuting advice and remote start by cell phone.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So you
and
can have the heater on and all warmed up before you go outside in the cold.
Exactly.
yeah, and if you want to actually get your eyeballs on an actual Tesla vehicle, because they're not very popular in New Zealand yet, there's actually going to be one at Digital Nations.
Oh.
Wicked.
Yeah,
And that was the news.
awesome. Now we've got a giveaway this week.
Yes, we have.
Yeah,
Oh.
Thanks to our brand new sponsor, Ubi.
yeah. They've provided us with a Wacom bamboo touchpad.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So
Comes with a stylus and everything.
so we've got one of those to give away live on the show today.
Live.
Live on the show today, we will be giving this away. So all you
Are
have...
we allowed to enter?
No.
That's dumb.
So
I'm going to anyway.
all you have to do is follow at UBNZ on Twitter and then tweet us during the show.
Jump on Facebook and like Ubi as well.
Yeah. So if you tweet along during the show or even jump on our Facebook and make some comments on our page about what we're chatting about today, and you'll go in the draw to win the awesome Wacom bamboo touchpad from Ubi.
Fantastic.
Yeah. We've got heaps more coming up in the show, including the Digital Nations chat, and he's going to fill us in on all the new stuff, what they've learned from last year's experience, what to expect next week at Digital Nations. And this year it's way bigger. It's not actually just a gaming event this year. It's tech and everything.
It's full on tech.
Yeah.
It's tech with a side of gaming.
Yeah.
And some great first time hands on with some new games that aren't released as well. So
Yeah. But we've got heaps more to talk about that later on. We'll be back right after our first track. And this week, because it's election day,
Is it?
it is. It's our,
Fantastic. I love elections.
yep, it's election day. It's our election special. And what's special about our election special, Matt?
We're not going to talk about the election.
Exactly. But
Does this bit count? Because technically that means you've talked about the
we've
election.
referenced the election, but we're not talking about the election.
Okay.
But because today's all about the future of New Zealand, all of our tracks are Kiwi tracks today.
That's correct.
Nice.
Aye.
Nice.
Because we think about these things.
Exactly. And possibly the future of New Zealand music is our first track. One of the best Hamilton rock bands that you can lay your ears on. Devil Skin. You're on hashtag.
Time to roll, that's how we lost control. Wasting precious time, I couldn't tell you why. Come the night, and the time is mine. As I lead the blind, take the night while the sleeping are happy. But the days are overlapping. Days are overlapping. I'll start a revolution. Get up in the morning. I'll start a revolution. Get out. Start a revolution. Start a revolution. When I get up in the morning. Start a revolution. Start a revolution. When I get up in the morning.
Radio NZ.
Welcome back to Hashtag Radio. This show is brought to you by our brand new sponsor, UB, Hamilton's only dedicated Apple authorised reseller and service provider. And what are we talking about next, boys?
I think we should probably even talk about what we're up to next week with Digital Nations.
Nice. What
Yeah.
are we up to next week?
We're going to the big smoke of Auckland City.
Oh, where car park prices are horrendous. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time I was there for TechEd, I managed to find me a car park for $13 for all day.
That's not too
early
bad.
bird. Was it the early bird
It
special?
was the early bird special. I had to
Yeah.
get into Auckland before 7 o'clock to get that price.
I think the most I've paid for a car park up there is like $40.
I paid 40 on my first day. I was horrified. Yeah. But don't let the horrendous parking put you off, because Digital Nation is an awesome event. We're heading up on the Friday for Media Day. We're getting to chat to some awesome producers and stuff of some of these games.
Yeah.
So we're talking to one of the producers from Destiny.
I know, right? That's pretty massive.
That is. So
Brian Tamaki's there.
I know, we're chatting to Brian Tamaki himself.
Wow.
No, we're talking to the producer of Destiny, the new game on PS4 and Xbox 360. No, Xbox One.
Ooh,
Whoa. We almost went old school then.
Yeah.
That's for a whole different show.
It's your retro games sliding back in.
And we're talking to the same time, after him, we're chatting to a producer of Drive Club.
Yep.
And in the afternoon, we chat to the Xbox One exclusive game producer, Sunset Overdrive.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
game looks gnarly. I'm
It does.
quite keen to try that one.
This must be a real guy thing.
Sunset
Car
Overdrive.
games.
No, Sunset Overdrive isn't a car game.
It sounds like a car game.
You said that last time we mentioned that game.
Yeah.
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 We're talking about car games. We are also talking to the producer of Forza Horizon 2.
Forza Horizon 2 looks awesome.
It looks awesome.
So what's Sunset Drive?
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive.
It's like a cartoony first-person shooter.
Yeah, I think GTA 5.
Slash with
What's it meshed with?
kind of like with Call of Duty, but it's not as serious.
So it's a
Yeah.
cartoony Call of Duty
Slash
GTA
5. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll know more once we get to have a play on it, probably.
Yeah, exactly. So, and anyone's going to be able to get to have a play on it at the event. We're also getting to have a hands-on before everyone else. No. But then on Saturday, everybody gets to turn up. Tickets are available now. Check them out at digitalnations.com. Nations. But earlier in the week, I actually got to have a chat to Pete, who, this is his entire brainchild. He came up with the entire concept for the original Digital Nations.
That's right.
This year they've collaborated with another show to make it even bigger and better.
And
So-
it's been a whole year since he birthed it, and he's still tired.
Exactly. But we got to have a chat, and here it is. All right, on the line we got Pete from Digital Nations. How's it going, bro?
Good man. Last week before the big push.
Yep. So I'm imagining it's all busy at your end.
Yeah, no, it is actually. It's full on. It's funny. You probably would think at this stage that everything would be locked in and ready to go, but a lot of last minute stuff happens that kind of changes the game. So it's really fun. It's a very exciting time, but extremely nerve wracking at the same time.
So this is year 2 of Digital Nations.
Yeah. Year 2.
What's your experience that you've learned from last year going into this year?
Should I steal the John Key? Expect the unexpected. I would say that it's funny because I am ex-IT. Like I'm a guy who spent most of my career being an IT guy and working for telcos, and I've been quite close to the gaming industry. And then I did events for a couple of years at Rhythm and Vines. I was head of sales and marketing for Rhythm and Vines for 2 years before I took on Digital Nations as a kind of like putting both of my skill sets together. And I'd actually say that the thing I thought in the beginning, which was I know all of this, I know exactly how to put this together, just isn't true. It's way more complicated than you'd think, and there are a lot more facets to things than people think about. And it's brilliant how people approach things. They go, can you get this game? Can you do this? Can you get this speaker? Can you put all this stuff together? And it's just not that easy. It just isn't. But I mean, I'm really happy how we've been able to grow, like year on year. It's been great.
It must have been intimidating coming into this year. Like last year, you had the 2 big consoles launching. It was almost guaranteed you were going to have people through the door on your first year. How do you back that up?
I think my view on it was very different from a lot of people around me. They kind of said, you got the launch. Obviously, that's going to go great. What are you doing year 2? But my point was, well, the launch is only the start of a new era of gaming. So for me, I knew that the games were not going to be there year 1 because I could see what happened with the Xbox 360 and the PS3. So being a gamer myself, I know that year 2, year 3 was actually really when it started to come into fruition. So it wasn't really that hard. And we had never wanted to be just gaming. I think that's the big problem. People just saw it as it's that gaming event. It's not a gaming event. It's a technology event. We want to be about way more stuff than just gaming. We want to combine CES with E3. So we want to be that melting pot of new technology. We've got Tesla Roadster this year. We've got the guys from Segway. We've got augmented reality. We've got the guys from ThoughtWired, which are doing like mind control apps. So it's got to be broader for it to work, but that's what we're doing.
And so this year you've also combined another show into Digital Nations.
Yeah. I mean, so basically what happened was I started off the year and I saw this release from a company saying, hey, we want to do this kind of gadget technology show next year, 2015. And my first reaction, and I think, a healthy approach when you see something like that is to go, this is amazing. Somebody else loves technology as much as I do. So I actually reached out to Ross, who owned the event company, and I said, hey, I love what you're doing. Is there any ability for us to work together? And as we started talking, it became apparent that the shows just needed to combine. There needed to be one show that was gaming and technology and everything in one. New Zealand isn't really big enough for 2, and I think that was the driving force. And what I love about Ross is he loves technology as much as I love gaming, so it was a natural fit.
So what's the most exciting things that you think we've got to look forward to next week?
It's so hard. I mean,
what are the things that you're looking forward to next week?
Okay, so this is the cop-out. The cop-out answer that I have for this, which is the same as last year, is on the day, we don't get to really enjoy all the stuff that's going around. What we do get to enjoy is everybody else's reaction. So seeing the people come through the doors and go, wow, this is what you got this year. This is amazing. That makes me really happy. But, I mean, Oculus Rift is always a standout. I mean, the fact that we've got the SDKs too, they're still not a commercial product, but absolutely amazing. I love that. I did a Facebook post today about the history of technology and video game exhibit. I loved that last year. Taking that kind of nostalgic look at technology absolutely blows my mind. But then obviously everything that's new, and the speakers, the kind of speakers we're getting this year is it's just next level.
So who are speaking?
Some of the ones that stand out to me, obviously, is Jason Sussman from Bungie coming over to talk about Destiny, and he was the lead animator for Mars, which is absolutely crazy to have that a guy of that level come in. Fletcher Dunn from Valve, again, stand out, having someone from Valve over to be able to talk about what they do. We've got Brad Allen from Respawn Entertainment, absolutely huge, and a guy I met, which just shows you how awesome this game industry is. DJ David Johnson from Infinity Ward, who is such a talented guy. And I randomly met him having lunch while I was at E3 last year. And he ended up being one of the main guys who does all this environmental design. And we started talking, and I was like, dude, you should totally come to my show.
Oh, that's amazing that just by a chance encounter you've got a massive headline.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, and you know, we've got people like Media Design School who are extremely keen to bring these guys down here, so they're obviously helping out in a huge way. But also, like, amazing local speakers. You know, we've got Pete Beck from Rocket Lab, which are the guys that are doing the Kiwi rocket launch. That's amazing. We've got Michelle Dickinson, who was just a tech head. You must have heard Michelle speak.
Oh, Michelle was actually on our show a couple of weeks ago for Tech Ed.
I did see that tweet, actually, now that I think about it. She's great. So Michelle's awesome. She's an old mate of mine. I actually knew her way before I ever did Digital Nations. We were mates. So that's really funny. And you know, bringing augmented reality from the guys at Technical Illusions, all of that kind of stuff. It's a great crowd, just a great mix of speakers.
So it'd be safe to say that this year it's definitely bigger and better.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at the game titles last year on launch, it was quite hard because we were dealt the hand that was given to us, and there wasn't necessarily a great range of games. I think with things like everything from Far Cry 4 to Alien Isolation to Assassin's Unity and Rogue, and then you've got Sunset Overdrive, and then you've got Halo Master Chief Edition, all these kind of games. It's absolutely amazing to have them all in one show.
I mean, last year the consoles were definitely the stars. This year it's all about the games.
Yeah, I'd say it's the games and the technology. You know, we've got really cool stuff. Playtech are doing overclocking workshops and doing liquid nitrogen overclocking, which is amazingly cool. We're doing workshops on how to actually build a gaming community and how to stream and build a positive environment for gamers. We've got a full-on LAN and a LAN tournament. So it's kind of getting that next level of gaming. But then also the technology side, you know, having Tesla Roadster at the show, absolutely outstanding. We've got a huge home cinema installation where you can actually go in and experience top-level home entertainment. That kind of stuff is just amazing to me.
So you didn't manage to get Elon to bring the Tesla over himself?
It's actually quite amazing the amount of work you can do just by tweeting. We've tweeted, but yeah, it's all about timing, eh? It's about trying to get the right people at the right time. And obviously, when you've got an event and you're saying, "Hey, come over to New Zealand," it's very alluring. But I think for the next couple of years, we'll have some really interesting tech speakers come over from the US and other parts of the world as well.
So it's safe to say that Digital Nations is only just really starting.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's easy to say that and just go, look, we're going to go hard year 3, year 4, year 5. At the end of the day, if people want it to exist, it will. And that's really just people turning out on the day. And it's, you know, being from somebody who actually did do events like Rhythm and Vines, who, you know, just goes from strength to strength, it's easy to see how events can end up in a cycle where they don't succeed. So I really hope it's something that Kiwis get behind and they just go, look, we want to be here. We believe in you and you should be here because we love it. And that's what I want to bring to it.
So what was the feedback like after last year's event?
I was probably the most critical person of all. I was probably the person saying, I think we could have done more, we could have done it better. It was absolutely phenomenal. You know, the support that we got from the social media and from media actually in general, everybody seemed to be just going around and in awe and just kind of going, this is amazing. Like, I'd be the first one to say we didn't get as much content as we wanted, and that's what I feel like we've adjusted this year is there's way more to see and way more to do. But it is a show that has to grow. You can't just start it and just be boom big. E3 didn't start out being that big. None of these shows did. So you've got to be realistic about the expectations. But the feedback's been amazing. I couldn't be happy with people. And you know what? Where people have complained about things that didn't work, they were right. So you just got to take that on board and go, you're right. That didn't work. We'll do that better.
Yeah, well, see, we actually awarded Digital Nations last year during our hashtag awards as Gaming Event of the Year. And it was because it stood out as an amazing event, especially in its first year.
And that's the kind, and I love that kind of feedback because for us, that's what matters. It could be, I could love the event to bits, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What matters is my vision of the event is strange because it isn't so much about me building an event that's great and I just walk around and I love. I want everybody else to just go in there and go, this is my event. This is how I would want to see this event be. I'd love to see the history of the video gaming. I love the fact that they got these big guys to come along and show all this cool new technology and games. But it isn't for us. It's for the people that go there. Has to be.
So tickets, are they available right up until the day?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we're an expo, you know, we're like everybody else. most and Kiwis in particular, I guess, are they're quite good at the last minute purchase. We'd love everybody to kind of just go, look, we're just going to buy into it. We're just going to buy in early. But, that's kind of not really what it's about. Even myself, when I look at how I buy tickets, there have to be tickets available on the door, have to be. Because that's kind of, you go, this weekend, awesome, I want to go to Digital Nations, that's great. So we've got to keep that available.
So for the listeners out there that haven't committed and bought a ticket yet, how much and where can they find them?
So I'd still recommend buying them online because they're actually cheaper. So if you're a student, it's $14 for a day. So, I mean, that's a steal. $14, I don't even know what costs $14 anymore, which is entertainment for a full day. It's not just a couple of hours. You're talking about speakers and stuff that will keep you busy, just going full on. They can get them from Ticketmaster. And obviously, if you're a little bit of somebody who wants just a little bit more, we've got the VIP tickets. And obviously, the VIP this year, I'd say, is obviously a lot better than last year. We've added speaker panels that are just for the VIPs. We've added 2 hours of a preview day on the Friday. So you can actually get in 2 hours early on the Friday as well. And we've added queue jumpers, so you can actually queue jump now once per activation as well.
Oh, wow. And I can vouch as being a member of the media that getting along on that Friday when there's no crowds is absolutely worth it. So I would recommend anyone buy the VIP tickets.
Yeah, no, it is. Look, I think that if you're a true gaming fan, it was really funny when you go to E3 and being friends of the different companies really helps because you get that VIP treatment. And when I was at the Xbox stand or the PlayStation stand, it does give you just that first access in quickly. You can get on your hands on whatever game it is you love, and you can spend more time with it. It's absolutely magic.
Thanks for coming on Hashtag. Where can people find out any more information about Digital Nations and the build-up?
Like digitalnations.com. Obviously, that's the website, and it's Digital Nations with a Z, and we do cop a lot of flack for that, having that Z there. It's Digital Nations NZ at the end. And then obviously on Facebook, Digital Nations, and on Twitter as well, Digital Nations. So, and it's literally me mainly who runs it all because I kind of love having that first-hand interaction with people. So if somebody's tweeting or somebody's answering your questions on Facebook, you can be pretty sure it's me behind the wheels.
So any complaints after the show, get in touch with you.
Absolutely. I'm the first port of call for any kind of queries or complaints or compliments.
I tell you what, if it goes half as well as it did last year, there will still be no complaints.
Thank you so much. No, we really hope so. And a lot of the stuff that I saw myself, we've addressed, and it's going to be brilliant.
All right, can't wait to see you next Saturday at Digital Nations.
Thanks much, Phil.
Amazing.
Awesome, $14.
If you're under 15 or if you're a student.
And over the age of 65.
That's correct. General admission is $19, I think, plus booking fees,
That's
whatever.
Still a good price.
Yeah.
And if you're going for both days of the weekend, you can get a concession ticket. I think works out a bit cheaper than buying two separate days.
Nice.
Yeah. So cheap weekend out, amazing fun. We thoroughly enjoyed it last year.
Yeah, vote for Digital Nations.
Yep.
Head down to the website.
You can add on the VIP part if you want to pay more, but you do get in that hour earlier. So it's on September 27 and 28. The hours, Saturday 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Your VIP ticket holders get in from 9 a.m., which I do recommend that extra bit of time in the morning.
Yeah. We'll
get in without the crowd and have a go. And then Sunday it's 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. And again, the VIP ticket holders are in from 9.
So get into it. Grab your tickets now if you haven't already. And head up to Auckland. If you're not in Auckland, it's worth the trip.
Yeah, we might see you there.
Yeah. If you do see us, come shout out to us. We'll be walking around with a video camera filming for Hashtag TV, so...
Yeah.
We don't have many friends.
Yeah. We might make you famous-ish.
Fame.
You never know.
Yeah. So, anyway, we've still got some gaming stuff to talk about coming up.
Yes, we do.
I want to talk about the Apple 6 and 4chan.
Yeah. Oh, yes. That's an interesting story, that one.
So the iOS 8 thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I made notes of that as well.
And talking about Apple, Hashtag is brought to you by Ubi. For your Apple needs, including iPads, iPhones, portables and desktops, come talk to the experts at Ubi. They're at Te Awa at the base, or you can follow them on Twitter.
Experts.
You can follow them on Twitter at UBNZ, or check them out on Facebook. Just look up UB and you'll easily find them. Next track coming up is another awesome Kiwi track. It's the Straight Jacket Fits with Down in the Splendour. Welcome back to Hashtag, brought to you by Ubi. Yeah, check them out. Go down to Te Awa, they sell iPhones and stuff, and they don't export their experts. Apparently they've got an Australian there they're trying to export, but they just tweeted us.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Aussies.
Oh, yeah, you're a resident Aussie, so...
Yeah.
And ironically, the only Hashtag member we've exported was Matt. Not the Australian.
Yeah, and they sent me back.
Yeah.
I was too much for Australia. They couldn't handle me.
Gaming.
Some gaming news. Big, exciting stuff coming, obviously, with Digital Nations getting some hands-on with some games. We're actually in possession of a couple of games ourselves, which we're
embargoed.
We're embargoed,
yeah.
Which means we can't bring anything to you, but we can tell you that some of these games are looking really good.
Yeah, so these are games that aren't released for a couple of weeks. They're awesome. They're next gen. And we can't tell you the names. We can't tweet them.
There is one.
We can confirm that what we can't tell you about is awesome.
That's right. One of them, though, that we've got hands on with at the moment has just been released, and that is D4.
D4.
which is Dark Dreams Don't Die, available exclusively on Xbox One.
Yeah, and this is an indie title, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is one of the indies.
I didn't check the
Yeah,
titles.
but it looks pretty cool.
It does. So what that is, it's basically a time-traveling detective who's trying to solve his wife's murder so that he can prevent the murder from happening.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah. Modern
It
day
sounds like
Doctor
a
Who.
movie. Yeah.
Well, it is a bit of a movie. It's been developed to be played using the Xbox Kinect camera. So it's a lot of arm gestures and so on, but they have thought about the lazy gamer and they've made it so you can do it sitting down.
So it's only your arm gestures.
So you can move your arms around, open hand, make a fist to signal it to open a door or pick things up. And
Oh, really?
So is it a combination of
swipe-
controller and...
no, it's one or the other. You can use it completely with an Xbox One control,
Yeah.
or you can do it exclusively via the Kinect with gestures to look around, do all those bits and pieces. So it's kind of a movie one, where there's a lot of just animated sequences,
Yeah.
and then you get to have some action bits as well, where it shows on the screen, swipe that way to dodge or punch or whatever, and
Yeah.
there's a
How
bit of
does-
swearing and stuff. It's a bit of a grown-ups one.
Yeah.
But that's available now in the Xbox Live Marketplace. It's $29.95 New Zealand.
That's not a bad price for a new game.
It's not a bad price. And it's kind of along the action horror kind of story.
Oh, I like me my horror games.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
That's why you married an Australian.
Shut up.
I'm coming around to play it after the show.
Sounds
So
like
does
a
the
plan.
Kinect work a lot better on the Xbox One?
Absolutely does, yes. It's leaps and bounds ahead.
Because I was thinking
of
with
the
the
previous
Xbox 360,
Kinect.
you wouldn't be able to do the whole hand close to a fist and have it pick it up.
No.
Yeah.
No.
The technology's come a long way since that first Kinect came
I
out.
can see your heartbeat now, Chris.
Are you serious? Can it X-ray you?
It can see what you had for lunch last Tuesday. Depending on which way you're facing. Another little bit of gaming news that I thought I'd throw in here just for FID's sake.
Oh.
WWE 2K15
Yes.
is officially launched October 31st, which isn't that far away.
No,
That's
it's not.
for Xbox 360 and for PS3. Unfortunately,
It's not getting
They've-
next gen.
they've pushed the next gen launch back a bit. Only by another 21 days, another 3 weeks, because they want to ensure it fully meets their expectations.
Can I actually throw in what I have heard the real reason is? This is not tech related, it's wrestling related.
No.
I'm going to anyway. Apparently the real reason is CM Punk is currently suing the WWE because he walked out on the company just after the Royal Rumble, and they have put him in the game without his permission. And he's trying to get himself removed from the game.
But the original release date's still going ahead for the PS3 and the 360. It's just the next gen consoles that the date's been moved.
Yeah. Oh, this is only rumour, that's what I've heard.
Well, it's all bloody days of our lives
cannot
with
believe,
the WWE,
one,
isn't it?
Wrestling reference, first one I've got in for a long time.
Yeah, no, he got the reference in,
Yeah.
not you.
Yeah.
And two, I can't believe you let him start talking about it.
I know, right? Well, sometimes I'm interested to hear these crazy things that happen in Fid's world.
Sweaty men in undies.
Yeah. Some of the titles that are going to be playable and hands-on at Digital Nations next weekend will be Halo Master Chief Collection.
Yes.
That looks pretty awesome. They've got Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
Try to say that 4
Didn't
times
Far Cry,
fast.
didn't Far
See?
Cry
There you
3 only just come out?
No, it's been out for a while.
Have we just been talking about it for that long?
Did you know Far Cry? No, not Far Cry. Never mind. I was going to say
How
that.
come he could say it properly?
I know. He can't say anything else correctly.
Yeah. Siri can't understand me saying it, but I can say it properly.
Okay.
That's right. We've also got Assassin's Creed Unity and Assassin's Creed Rogue. Now, I haven't really looked
Ooh.
into what the difference is there, but they seem to show up as 2 different titles.
Yeah, see, Unity looks amazing, that game. I saw on, was it East? I saw it East 3 video, and then they showed even more of it at Gamescom,
Okay.
and it looks, wow.
It looks wow.
Oh, it's the multiplayer side of it that
That's
just
the
looks
technical
amazing.
Get your
review.
eyes full of wow there, folks.
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 2, which is a good game.
Okay.
The Crew,
How do we know it's a good game?
we know these things. I'm V8 Maddie and it's a car game, so
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm vouching for it.
Yeah, without having played it yet.
Forza Horizon 2 is free roaming round all over the show.
Yeah, see, I had Horizon, the original one.
Yeah, because I've got Forza 5,
Yeah,
but that's all on racetracks,
Yeah.
right? You can't go through the fence and through the paddocks.
yeah. I had...
But this one you can.
This one you can,
on
which
the
is way cooler.
360, I had Forza Horizon, which was free roaming to a certain extent. Like, you couldn't go
Then that's
past
not
the
true
roads.
free roaming.
No, but you could go driving around the town and stuff like that, and
this
choose
is why
any
you're
race at
racing.
random. And
This is why you'd make a terrible racer.
Yeah.
why? Because I drive around at random.
Yeah, because you start tiki-touring.
Yeah. I'm the same on GTA. Well, there's a mission over there I need to go to, but look, there's a cow I need to hit off my while I'm on my motorbike.
Yeah, cow.
Yeah.
That is one of the fun aspects of GTA, which is why it's still being played. GTA 5, of course, out for the next gen consoles.
Very soon.
Back to my list here anyway. We've got The Crew,
Finally.
only, what, a year late?
A year late, yeah.
Alien Isolation. Now, I'm not sure what that one is, but it sounds like it's something to do with aliens that are by themselves.
How did you come to that? So this is from the Aliens franchise? From the movie?
I don't know. All I've done is write this list. I haven't looked into all of the games.
Professional operation here at Hashtag Radio.
And FIFA 15, which we all know is that game where they kick the round ball around.
Yeah, this is Kicky Ball.
Kicky ball.
It was very popular earlier in the year.
It was in Brazil.
In Brazil, yes.
See. So there we go.
Oh.
So those are the games you can get hands-on with at Digital Nations next weekend. I highly recommend, if you're into games,
Yeah.
getting along, and if you're into tech at all, get along. You should probably just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do know that at Digital Nations they've also they're bringing back Homegrown.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Which is a showcase of indie developers. Or not
All
just
Kiwis.
Indie
Yeah, no, they were
developers.
all indies, all Kiwi indies.
Last year it wasn't all
No,
indies.
this year it's all indies.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's 20 to 30 Kiwi indie software developers
Yeah.
in the Homegrown section. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. last
We
year.
got to see some amazing games last year made in people's bedrooms.
Yeah.
Oh, well, a lot of them were.
True, I remember, They had the bedroom set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Go make millions overseas.
yeah, exactly.
I know. But everything I do in my bedroom, all it does is cost me time and money.
No. Still playing with your software?
And on that bombshell, must be time for our next track.
Nice.
Yes, please.
Next track we've got is our mates from Day 3.
Indeed. Stu
Hey.
and the Crew.
And this one's Take Me to a Place. I had to make sure I got all the words right in that one.
Well done.
Yeah. So, yep, Day 3 on Hashtag. We'll be right back after this.
Close my eyes, I feel so alone. I sit here and you shut me out, and you won't let me in. I hope you don't feel the same way I do. What's it all about? There's something wrong with me. You got me screaming out. I sense an anger inside you and don't understand. I'm closed down and I can't get in, get in, get in. What's it all about? Is there something wrong with me? Take me to a place where I can breathe. Take me to a place where I can breathe. Fill my life with all that I dream. Fill my life with all that I dream. Just a moment ago, we're talking on the phone. You're so far away, can't wait to come home. Everything was just fine.
Hashtag Radio NZ.
Welcome back to Hashtag, sponsored by UB. To keep up to date with the latest news and announcements, like UB on Facebook, follow them on Twitter at UBNZ, or head into the store.
They're at Te Awa.
Te Awa.
Te Awa.
So the iPhone 6.
Yep.
We had a bit of a complaint last week
Yes.
because apparently
Who
we
from?
went,
Who complained?
One of our listeners.
yeah,
Crikey.
some random dude,
Yeah.
Apple fanboy, who didn't like the fact that we'd kind of trashed the iPhone 6 a bit.
Well, we didn't trash the iPhone.
No, we just compared
Look,
it to
we were just
all better
comparing
phones.
phones, and we were looking at value for money,
Yeah.
features versus cost. And unfortunately for Apple, I still think they're not the top of the game when it comes to features and value.
Yeah, so it was at Raj,
Yeah. NZ Raj.
NZ Raj.
Raj, our resident Apple fanboy.
Yeah.
But there is more than one Apple fanboy that we
Yes.
have resident here at the Free FM studios.
Yeah, we got with us, do we call you ex-breakfast host?
You just call me Izzy. Yeah,
Izzy?
Izzy will do.
Is he still a breakfast host?
No, we got Free FM's Izzy.
Retired breakfast host.
Yeah. And you're the Free FM resident Apple fanboy, aren't you?
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't go for the 5S.
Ooh.
I
Oh, that was a
upgrade.
smart move.
I go every second iPhone is what I'll purchase, and I do plan on buying the iPhone 6.
Why are you going to buy the iPhone 6? What is it that's so appealing about it?
Because it's just another iPhone. Join the
So
iPhone club.
It's just so that you can upgrade to the
It's just so I
newest.
can upgrade and
Yeah.
say that I've got an iPhone 6.
So you still on a 4,
5.
a 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not the 5S. Just the 5.
Oh, yeah, because
Second
they
stuff on.
Yeah.
5.
I go
years.
for the major upgrades, not for the S upgrades or anything like
Oh,
that.
see, I know a lot of people that will only wait for the S version because it'll have that extra bit of something, whatever
I'll
it
go
is.
for the full version. I think the S is always a kind of a stall to
Yeah.
upgrade to the next big one, so I go for the big ones.
Oh, fair enough. He
But
likes his
I don't
big
know,
ones.
I haven't really seen the new update for iPhone yet, but I have heard
But-
there's a little bit of a flop in some areas.
By update, do you mean the...
The iOS 8.
iOS, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but I will be upgrading. No reason why, I just don't want to.
Just wants to.
Just when I had the new phone.
will you be getting the...
And that sums up most Apple fans, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
They have no good reason.
Yeah, or just
I
spend
just
our
wanna
money?
be-
They're
Cool.
good-looking phones, though.
They're square. It's
They're
like looking at a Lego
good-looking.
block.
It's better than the BlackBerry, isn't it?
No. The BlackBerry. Don't
See,
go by the
the
BlackBerry.
Sony that you've got at the moment, Maddie, is just too big. Or is that how big the iPhone 6 is going to be?
That's actually the size.
This is a
Jesus.
5.2 inch, whereas the iPhone 6 is a 4.7 or a 5.5. So one will be slightly bigger and one will be a bit smaller. This is in between the two.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the actual 6. I'm not going to get the 6 Plus. It's too big.
It's too
too
big.
big.
Too big.
Fair enough.
No
that's my
way.
Well, there's some compelling arguments towards why you should buy an iPhone 6.
Yeah, so there you go, NZ Raj. There was objectivity in that.
Yeah, we had
Right.
objectivity.
We had Raj's stand-in,
Yeah.
his defence lawyer.
One of our listeners at KDNZ,
Yep.
she was saying that she's updated to the iOS 8. She's trying to get used to the predictive texting.
Because they've brought it back.
They've brought it back.
Yeah, they've brought in swiping and stuff as well, haven't they?
Yeah, so for any Android user, we're like, yeah, so.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah,
Or
see,
BlackBerry. I'm
or
just going to put
Windows.
it out there.
Windows have,
I'm used to gesture basis.
yeah, we got it on Windows with the 8.1 update.
Did we?
Well, we did, as in me and the two other people on Windows phones in New Zealand.
Well, your Windows, I'm Android, and Carice is typically BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although you're rocking the Android today.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
rocking an LG.
Yeah.
Still loving my iPad. I'll just put that out there.
Yeah.
My new iPad.
See, and we should be
from years ago.
We should actually be expecting an iPad announcement in a couple of months too.
Yeah.
Usually around about November is when the new iPad comes out.
Yeah.
Typically.
You know, I've got
And-
some more news on the iOS 8.
Yes.
Oh yes, fantastic.
So apparently some of the great new functionalities is the location share
Ooh,
on the iOS
location share.
8. Yeah.
Sounds exciting.
I don't know what exactly she means by that, but photo timer. So you can time your photos. Oh, you could
Oh, so you can set a timer and then you can run over into the distance and then it'll go.
Get a good selfie.
And email notifications.
What?
Wow.
It should have already had that.
Email notifications.
Did it already have that, Izzy?
I've got email notifications.
I wonder if they've developed a hub. Wonder if that's what it is.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
You may not hear
they got
Izzy
the-
in the background there. He is wandering around
They got
yelling.
the notification center in iOS 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe those are the features that she's getting used to that
Yeah.
she didn't use before.
We'll have to get in touch with our new
I don't
sponsor, UB. You can check them out at TR with the Bass. And see if we can get our hands on one of the new iPhones, and
yeah,
then at least we're going to be really objective about the way we talk about
Let's
this.
give that
that's
to Maddie.
right. And we can tease Izzy with it.
Yeah. Look, we got it before you. But iOS 8, with the update, trolling has been done.
Yeah. Congratulations to
Wave
14.
charging.
Wave
charging?
Explain this new wave charging to us, Grace.
Me?
Yeah.
No. I'm going
Matt.
to leave this up to
Oh.
Maddie.
Wave charging.
Yeah, it's a new feature on iOS 8.
An exclusive feature that's not included in iOS 8 claims that you can wirelessly charge an iPhone by putting it in the microwave for 60 to 70 seconds, and that will fully charge it at high speed.
Now, this came out of, a couple of days ago. 4chan are allegedly the group of people that cooked up this idea.
Yeah, all roads seem to lead back to 4chan with this one. I know with the last iOS update, I believe that they had their fake posts about the new
Waterproofing?
iOS now added a waterproof feature to your phones. This time you can charge it in the microwave.
Yeah, and people have fallen for it.
Do not put your phone in
Yeah.
the microwave. We'll just put that out there. Even if it's a Samsung, which is plastic,
Yeah.
don't put it in the microwave.
Yeah. But people have fallen for it. I saw
Yeah,
somebody
That's
post.
crazy.
I don't know how many people would fall for it, but I mean, you see some of those shows, those American ones, and there are some people out there that aren't fully spec'd.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're the lower end.
they can
Smartphones.
afford a microwave and a phone, and that's
Yeah.
they've done well to get there. So that's been quite entertaining online.
Do you know one of the highest searches at the moment is, can you recharge your cell phone in a microwave oven?
You're kidding me.
The answer is no,
Yeah.
folks. Don't do it.
I'm sure we don't have to tell our listeners this. We've got smart listeners.
We do have smart listeners.
Yeah.
I hope we have smart listeners.
Now, we announced at the start of the show that we're going to do a giveaway to anyone who had followed Yubi and tweeted us during the show. And we're giving away, thanks to Yubi, a Wacom Bamboo Touchpad USB, which is an amazing tablet available from Yubi that sits in front of your computer. It's a touchpad. I believe you can use it as a drawing tablet as well.
Yeah, it comes with a stylus, so you can write and draw and all sorts on it.
Yep, and we've had an amazing amount of tweets. I was going to read out a few, but we've had heaps.
We've had lots.
Yeah, it's been a great
More than
feedback on-
3 is a coup for us.
No, we've had an awesome response, and Chris McAwesome, I believe
You've done a draw over that
You've
side
done
of
a
the desk.
draw of who out of the Twitterverse or Facebookiverse? Yeah.
Facebookiverse?
That's
Really?
That's it. That's the name of it now.
Yeah, okay.
Coin that. Put a copyright on that.
Yeah.
So we've got a
Okay.
winner. We've got a winner.
Who's the winner, Carice?
At Hagman NZ.
Well done, Haggy.
Yes.
Oh, congrats.
So we've also...
He can jog over and pick it up.
Yep. So congrats, that'll be coming out to you. Thanks to Yubi for that amazing prize. And just to add a bit more into the mix, which we didn't announce, we actually have a second one to give away.
That's right. The second one may or may not be partially used by the time we give it away.
Now, if you're a podcast listener, this one's for you as well, but it's for everybody who's listening. You've got a second chance to win one of these amazing tablets from Yubi. All you have to do is jump on our website. It'll be live tonight.
It's a touchpad rather than a tablet. Don't confuse the two.
Sorry. It'll be on our website tonight. We'll tweet out the page as soon as it is available for anyone to be able to enter.
That's correct. So if you're listening to the podcast, you should already be able to find that information on our website.
Yeah. Also, coming up this week is the return of Access Granted on the Hashtag Me Podcast Network.
Yay.
And an amazing interview with Al Nilsson from Sega during the 90s is going to be on the Bits of Awesome podcast, also available on the Hashtag Me Podcast Network.
Retro as, bro.
And if you came along today to listen to election news, sorry, our election special was a bit of a downer.
Yes.
No,
on the
it was
election
perfect.
front.
It was absolutely perfect.
However, Charisma Awesome is still going to be continuing on here at Free FM on the panel of the election special at Free FM.
Yes. Which
So-
is coming up next.
It's coming up right now, actually.
That's
so
right. Stand
we better
by
hit the
for
road.
election awesomeness.
Thanks to everybody for listening. Thanks for everyone for tweeting, and we will see you next week.
See you.
hashtagme.co.nz